What's up, guys, and welcome back to itsABREEze. If you're interested in seeing how I do my everyday makeup, then just keep watching. So I've already put on my eyebrows, honey. So we're gonna jump right into priming these eyelids for our eyeshadow. And today I'm using the ColourPop concealer in the shade Golden 40, and I'm going to blend that in with a damp beauty blender. Next up, to set that concealer, I'm just gently pressing in some translucent powder. Next up, I'm taking my Black Radiance bronzer in the shade Bronze Glow, and this is what I'm going to be using for my transition shade. Next, to deepen that crease just a tad, I'm taking my NYX Dark Tan Matte Bronzer and blending my life away, honey. Next up, I'm taking my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I love this thing. I use it like every day. Drinks your water, honey, because we got to keep that skin hydrated. You feel me? Okay, so I'm just going to lightly dampen with some Fix Plus, a flat eyeshadow brush. This is just a random e.l.f. brush that I have, and I'm using the shade Luscious out of the Sweet Peach palette to just dab a little bit on my eyelid. Next, I'm going back in with my Sigma E40 brush. This is the same brush I used to apply our crease shades earlier, and I'm just making sure that all of our shadows are nice and blended. Now, moving on to our face, which is probably my favorite part of my makeup routine. I'm just spritzing my face with some MAC Fix Plus, and I like to go immediately in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I like using this primer primarily in the cooler months when my skin is very dry, and I like to mix it in with my Fix Plus because it gives me that nice moisturized but yet tacky feeling that you need before we apply our foundation. Next, I'm taking my foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC47. And I'm going to take a lightly damp beauty blender and blend my face to the gourds. You feel me? Next up, to contour my face, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the Dewy Smooth finish, and this is the shade 360 Mocha. Next, I'm taking one of my favorite concealers. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Medium 1.5 or Macadamia. And I'm just taking an e.l.f. concealer brush and placing that in all the areas that I want to highlight. Next up, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I think I showed you all the shade Deep, but I'm actually using the shade Medium to just set my concealer in place. So for my everyday makeup, I don't really bake too much, only really around my nose. So I'm sweeping that powder away with my small tapered blending brush from e.l.f. and immediately grabbing my Black Radiance contour shade in Bronze Glow and just setting my contour in place. Next up, to contour my nose just a tad, I'm taking one of my favorite brushes. This is the Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm just taking my Black Radiance bronzer to just go down the bridge of my nose ever so lightly. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark and just using a large powder brush. Oh, and say hey to my brother Harvey. So now that our face is powdered away, I like to take my Fix Plus and just to eliminate that very powder matte look. And then immediately after, I'm taking my MAC 120 brush and applying a little bit of blush. This is the shade Mocha from MAC. So to define our contour shade just a little bit more, I'm running a little bit of that Fit Me Loose powder right underneath it and immediately blending it away so it doesn't leave like a white cast or shadow. And I'm using my e.l.f. small tapered blending brush for this. Next, for my top lashes, I'm taking my Colossal Big Shot Mascara by Maybelline X Shayla. I like using this for my top lashes and then my Great Lash Mascara for my bottom lashes because the brush is much smaller and super easy to define those really, really small lashes I have on my bottom lash line. Next up, I'm taking my Rihanna Fenty Beauty Highlighter in Hustler Baby, and I'm just spritzing a small little eyeshadow brush that I got from Sephora, and I like to use that to apply my highlighter. It's just like the perfect size. Next, I'm taking my small little precision brush from Sonia Kashuk and just going down my nose, getting that inner eye highlight, laughing at my brother, and then also I'm going to highlight the brow bone just a smidge. And just to bronze up my face a tad, I'm taking my MAC bronzing powder in the shade Refined Golden with my Sonia Kashuk blending brush. And next, moving on to lips, I am going to show you my favorite lip combo that I've been rocking lately. First, I'm lining my lips with the MAC lip liner in Pork, and I'm going to take the Patrick Star Matte Collab lipstick in the shade She Better Work, and I'm just going to top the Cupid's bow of my lips off with a little bit of lip gloss. And last but not least, I'm setting this face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And that is the complete look. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. If you have any specific makeup requests, please leave it down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Thanks for your support. And I will see you next time. Bye.